There was a sense that the shooting down of a civilian airliner would be a turning point here, that the international community would finally have to confront the conflict in Ukraine. But nearly 2 months on, very little has changed. The eastern countryside is still a network of checkpoints and armed men. We heard machine gun fire from one of the Ukrainian positions. One of the guards says, "Well done." The official ceasefire means very little here. The rebels are much closer to them now. This checkpoint is at most about 3 miles away. They spotted our camera and told us to leave. The next road east is blocked by a Ukrainian tank with its turret blown off. You could just make out a masked man standing guard, communicating via a radio. The people trying to live here are terrified. Nadezhda is pulling a cart with some of her belongings. She's 78, she doesn't know where to go. They heard shooting here this morning. She says, "We hid there in the cellar, but it's very weak, so it could just fall apart. So now we're here, we don't know where to go. Many people have already left by cars, but we have only this vehicle. Where should we go? What shall we do?" On the road into Shirokina, the Ukrainian defences are empty. They seem to have pulled further back. A children's holiday camp in the village was mortared. The Ukrainians were using it as a base. Well, this was one of the Ukrainian military vehicles. Behind us, you can see where the round has gone in straight through the wall. The people who live here feel they are trapped between the two sides. The rebels, who are now just outside their village to the east, and the Ukrainian army to the west. Nikolai is the camp's security guard. He's lived in this village all his life. We need negotiations, he says, at the highest echelons. Negotiations or we will get nowhere. They will keep shooting and there will be no end. He told us they would rebuild, but he doesn't know how and he doesn't know when. Katie Stallard, Sky News, Mariupol.